It's 7:21. I'll entertain a motion to enter back into regular session.
So moved.
Councilman at Large Hockenberry,
Second.
second by Councilman Vicarello. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. At this point, I'm going to address the executive session material. I'm going to turn the mic over to Corporation Counsel Frank.
Okay, does someone want to make a motion to settle the litigation matter involving the police department in accordance with the recommendation of our insurance counsel and also upon my recommendation?
So moved.
Councilman Vicarello, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries. Okay, regular business. Code, Councilman Vicarello. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. The Code Committee last met on August 7th. Number one thing we had talked about were fees which exist in the code, which are extremely outdated, and we're starting to look at how to streamline some of the codes and bring them into the current day and do away with unnecessary fees that exist. So if any other departments have fees which need to be adjusted within the code, please let me know via email. You should have all received the building officials report for both June and July. I'll make a motion that we accept those.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Vicarello, second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion on the report? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
You should have received the fire officials reports also. I make a motion that we accept those.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman at Large Hockenberry. Any discussion on the fire inspector report? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next code committee meeting will be on September 4th here in the council chambers, 6:30 p.m.
All right, sticking with you for police.
Okay, the police committee has not met since the last meeting. The police hiring commission has met several times. And at this point, I would make a motion that the city hire a full-time police officer, Alexis Barber, with a starting date to be determined by the chief of police, as she's currently in the academy.
Pleasure on the hire of Alexis Barber.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
Okay, you should have received both the July monthly report and the half-year report. I make a motion to accept those reports from the police department.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion on the police reports? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And I got an email today from the chief. He has a conflict with the police committee meeting, and I would ask the council's approval to move it to Tuesday, August 27th. The only other meeting that night is housing at 7, so we would try and get ours in at 6, unless somebody has a conflict.
Anybody have any issues with it?
Which meeting should we go?
The police, 29.
Police committee to Tuesday, August 27th at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers.
Housing Authority meets at Hillside Terrace, so it wouldn't be a problem with the room.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't need a motion for that.
Thank you, Mayor, and I believe that is it.
Okay. Planning, Zoning, and Recreation, Councilman O'Connell.
Thank you, Mayor. Director of Recreation Report, July 2024. Playgrounds and Youth Center. As of July 31st, we have completed 4.5 weeks of our 6-week summer program. Attendance at Church Street, unfortunately, has been low this summer, but Youth attendance at Youth Center attendance has been strong. I will have final total numbers for you in the August report. Low playground attendance can be contributed to many factors. Summer school attendance, technology, including smartphones, tablets, video games, and Wi-Fi. Specialized sports camp, vacations, and honestly, the condition of Church Street Park complex. Parents also feel safer when their kids are supervised indoors, hence great youth center attendance. The supervisors at Church Street and the youth center have been doing a great job managing activities and ensuring the kids are having a good time. Behavior issues by kids are addressed and handled quickly. We are very fortunate to have a dedicated staff working for the city. Our end of summer field day plans are being worked on by May, but May looked a little different this year. Moving forward, obviously, we need to discuss future summer program plans. Summer program schedule ends on August 9th. West End Beach. The beach schedule is as follows: Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and weekends 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The beach is closed on Tuesday and Wednesday. On weekends, we have a steady combination of beachgoers and people that park vehicles and float down the river. The newly paved and straight parking lot is just about full every weekend. At weekends, we charge a $15 fee per vehicle for non-residents. To date, we have collected $9,000 in parking fees. I will have a total figure in the end of August report. Most bathers on weekends at the beach are non-residents. The beach closes for the season on August 18th. Unfortunately, the plans for the bathhouse had to be revised due to a motor vehicle that lost control and drove into the front of the bathhouse.
Oh, the motor vehicle lost control?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
leaving it inoperable. Arrangements to use the porta potties have been made so the beach can remain open for the rest of the summer, and plans to deal with the structure are under discussion. Summer lunch program. The summer lunch program began on Monday, July 8th and will end on Wednesday, August 7th. Lunches are served at Church Street and Youth Center at 12 noon. We serve approximately 25 lunches per day. Lunches are still available to the public even if they don't participate in our summer program. This is the 29th summer that we have participated in this program, and we have served approximately 28,000 lunches to kids over the years. Lunches are prepared by Port Jervis School District, and the program is funded by the New York State Education Department. Special events. Concerts in the park this summer. We continue to hold free concerts for both at Farnham Park and Riverside Park. At Farnham Park, the Broome Street Wind Ensemble Band returned for 3 free concerts this summer. Concerts were held June 24th, July 8th, and 22nd. All 3 concerts were attended and the music was fantastic. At Riverside Park, we held concerts on July 16th. Braden Ross and July 30th, Nick Sawstruck, Alyssa Goldstein will finish the summer concert series on August 13th. On August 20th, we will have a special Arts in the Park event at Riverside Park at 7 p.m. Braden Ross has organized an event in which local talent, including singing, acting, and music, etc., will entertain for 2 hours. Outdoor movies at Riverside Park. Co-sponsored by the River City Church, the first movie was canceled on July 31st. Due to the impending inclement weather, the second movie of the summer will be shown on August 23rd. Also on August 23rd, the River City Church will be holding their back-to-back school backpack giveaway before the movie starting at approximately 5 p.m. Food Truck and Fireworks Festival Show. On July 3rd, Port Jervis Rec had its second food truck festival at Riverside Park to coincide with the annual fireworks display. From Point Peter, the food truck festival was another success. We have estimated approximately 4,000 people attended in the food truck festival. This year we had 28 food trucks, only 18 in 2023. And the feedback from the food truck vendors was extremely positive, and the feedback from people was equally positive. Thank you, Sean Addy, Melissa Newhouser, Mike Ward, for organizing and putting on this event. Mark your calendar for July 3rd, 2025 for the Port Jervis Food Truck Fireworks Festival 3. Field trips. On July 18th, the Recreation Department headed to New York City to enjoy a day on a Circle Line cruise. It was a great day with more than 40 adults, children attending. We were happy that we decided to bring this trip back to the agenda after several years. Our final field trip this summer will be to Citi Field to see the Mets on Friday, August 16th. This trip is sold out. ACT and PJ Recreation. This spring and summer, we teamed up with ACT, the Actors Community Theater Group, Inc., and provided 2 shows for the community. The first production was Shakespeare in the Park at Riverside Park on July 27th to 28th. Macbeth was performed in front of a great audience with under beautiful weather. The second was a performance at the Youth Center on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Alice in Wonderland was this, I called it off-Broadway production. This show went off without a hitch and was great. We are continuing our relationship with ACT with more performances this fall. Looking ahead, the annual New York Jets game field trip is scheduled for September 29th. There will be tickets available. The Youth Center schedule for after August 9th will be as follows. August 12th, 16th, 19th, 23 will be 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The schedule after is to be announced. September 3rd, we start a school schedule which will be 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. The next rec meeting is August 14th at 6:15 p.m. in the Youth Center. And he wanted me to bring up this Buddy Bags giveaway. It's on Wednesday, August 28th, Farnham Park, Port Jervis, New York. It's a good cause. They're giving away 24 book bags filled with school supplies. It'll be hosted on, as I said before, August 24th, 2024 at Farnham Park at 10 a.m. Supplies are limited and will be given out to the on a first come and first served basis. Okay. And I have a resolution whereas the city of Port Jervis is in need of a part-time substitute youth center leader position, and whereas Stephanie Jesus has applied for said position and appears qualified to perform the duties required of said position. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council in the city of Port Jervis hereby appoints Stephanie Jesus as part-time substitute youth center leader at an hourly rate of $16.60, start date of August 26, 2024. This will be after she completes her seasonal position as a seasonal recreational leader on August 23rd, 2024. I'd like to make a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Carrillo. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And zoning met on Tuesday, August 6th. A use variance for 3640 Center Street was not approved due to there not being a majority on the board members to vote yes. The board will have to vote again on the variance at a future date. Zoning will next meet in the council chambers on Tuesday, September 3rd at 7 p.m. The next planning board meeting will be on Tuesday, August 20th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. That's all.
All right, good job. Finance, Councilwoman Fuller.
Alright, I have a lot going on here tonight, so, first off, we have bills to be paid. From the general fund, $823,521.82. From the water fund, $4,526.02. From the sewer fund, $2,012.90. From capital, $5,675.16. And from trust and agency, $60,621.84, for a grand total of $896,357.74. Some larger items to note, from the general water and sewer funds, Marshall and Sterling Insurance for $614,507.21. Orange and Rockland and PJ Solar for $29,760.10. Cargill de-icer for $9,971.05, and Magnify for $9,776. From the capital fund, we had MHE Engineering for $5,262, and Santa Cruz Gun Locks for $413.16. I'd like to make a motion that we pay the bills.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion on the bills? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
I have a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis to authorize the city property liability automobile umbrella insurance policy renewal. Whereas the City of Port Jervis Common Council recognizes the need to have adequate insurance protection, and whereas the U.S. Specialty Insurance was the lowest quote with a term of July 30th, 2024 to July 29th of 2025 in the amount of $614,507.21. Now therefore it be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby ratifies the mayor's action in binding the city's general liability insurance coverage through U.S. Specialty Insurance retroactive to July 30th, 2024 through the policy period of July 29th, 2025. I'd like to make a motion that we approve this.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion on the insurance renewal? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
I have received from our city assessor, Teresa Spradling, the certificate of adjusted base proportions, and I would like to make a motion that we approve the certificate of adjusted base proportions pursuant to Article 19 for the 2024 assessment roll.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman at-Large Hockenberry. Any discussion on the adjusted base proportions? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved.
Okay. I have an amendment to our contract for Tyler Technologies. This amendment is effective as of the date of the signature of the last party to sign as indicated below by and between Tyler Technologies, the offices of 1 Tyler Drive, Yarmouth, Maine, and the City of Port Jervis, whose mailing address is P.O. Box 1002, Port Jervis, New York. Whereas Tyler and the client are parties to an agreement dated March 8th, 2022, and whereas Tyler and the client desire to amend the terms of the agreement as provided herein. Now therefore, in consideration to the mutual promises herein contained, Tyler and the client agree to the following. Number 1, the following Tyler Technology software and services are hereby removed from the agreement as of March 8th, 2022. The My Civic Citizens Engagement and 311, mobile service orders, and accounts receivable online. The amendment shall be governed by and construed in accordance with the terms and conditions of the agreement, except as expressly indicated in this amendment. All other terms and conditions of the agreement shall remain in full force and effective. I'd like to make a motion that we approve this amendment.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the amendment?
Just to note, these amendments are a savings of $29,004 on our annual Tyler Technologies agreement.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So moved.
And I have an agreement between the Unified Court System and the City of Port Jervis for court cleaning and minor repairs. The annual renewal letter and budget, so please be advised that pursuant to Section 1 of the existing contract between the Unified Court System and the City of Port Jervis, we are hereby establishing a renewal period in the 5-year term of this agreement. Said renewal period shall commence on April 1st of 2024 and shall terminate on March 31st of 2025. During this 2024-2025 renewal period, all terms and conditions of the above referenced agreement shall continue to apply except as specified below. The proposed budget for services to be rendered pursuant to this contract in the 2024-2025 period shall be $28,812. Pursuant to the provisions of the Chapter 686 of the laws of 1996 as amended to the date, the maximum compensation for the 2024-2025 period shall be 100% of that amount. I would like to make a motion that we accept this agreement for the Unified Court System.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion on the agreement? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And I have a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis to fill the open full-time clerk treasurer position. Whereas the city of Port Jervis is in need of a full-time clerk treasurer, and whereas it is the opinion of the Common Council that Stacy Hosking, qualified to perform the duties required of the clerk treasurer position, now therefore it is hereby resolved that the Common Council of the city of Port Jervis hereby appoints Stacy Hosking to the position of full-time clerk treasurer at an annual salary of $98,000, effective as of September 3rd, 2024, subject to the submission and acceptance of all appropriate employment documentation. I'd like to make a motion that we accept Stacy's appointment.
Second by Councilwoman Dennison. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And finance has not met since our last meeting. Our next finance meeting is scheduled for August 21st at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Tourism IDA, Councilwoman Mann.
Thank you, Mayor. The Tourism Board has not met since their last meeting. This Saturday, August 17th, from 3 to 9 p.m. at Orange Square Park, we'll have our 4th annual Italian festival, Bella Nota Italiana. There it is.
Did I miss that?
Right. It's a free event, it's free parking, just make sure to bring any lawn chair. The evening will be filled with Italian culture, food, entertainment from Sal the Voice Valentinetti, Vanessa Racci, and we have new this year Italian folk dancers doing the Tarantella. This year's King of the Feast is Lou Lentini. Again, like I said, it's a free admission and parking. The 31st Annual Fall Foliage Festival will be held on Sunday, September 22nd. Applications are available at the City Clerk's office, and they are also available on the city's website. Tourism will meet this Wednesday, August 14th at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. I'd like to make a motion to approve the application, the tourism application for Monsters on the Mountain, which will be held on October 12th of this year, and approval by all department heads.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
We need monsters. Is that please? Okay. I also like to make a motion to approve the tourism application for Chris Kindle Market, which is set for December 1st of this year, and all department heads have approved it.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
The IDA has not met since their last meeting. Due to a lack of agenda items, they will not meet this month. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Fire and Emergency Management, Councilman Rhodes.
Thank you, Mayor. The fire department active membership for Justin T. Gibbs to Mahagmak Hook and Ladder. I make that a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the application? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So carried.
And the next is Mahagmak Hook and Ladder to go to a parade in Livingston Manor, Sullivan County, on September 7th, 2024, and a parade in Hampton Township, which is Sussex County, on October 5th, 2024. I make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the events? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And the next emergency management meeting will be on Monday, August 19th at 6:30 here in the council chambers.
All right,
That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
thank you. CDA, Councilwoman Dennison.
Yes, I have. Thank you, Mayor. I would put up for consideration is an acquisition here, whereas as a financially stressed, non-entitlement community with 2 of 3 consensus tracks eligible for federal equity and justice 40/40 consideration, the city of Port Jervis continually seeks grant funding to advance projects important to the health and welfare of its citizens. And therefore, it be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby approves the Collier Engineering and Design proposal to provide all identified tasks to the level necessary for the development of a robust Port Jervis grant application to be submitted no later than September 23rd, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. to the Department of Transportation, the Federal Railroad Administration, and the Railroad Crossing Elimination Program at a base of $37,200 plus incidentals, and it is further resolved that Mayor Sicalese or another designee is authorized to execute any and all documents in connection with this agreement.
Making that motion? Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion on the proposal? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
Also, up for consideration is a resolution for the Common Council, whereas a financially stressed, non-entitlement community, the city of Port Jervis continually seeks grant funding to advance projects important to the health and welfare of its citizens, and now therefore it be resolved with the understanding that the currently proposed timeline will be amended. The Common Council of the city of Port Jervis hereby approves execution of this agreement with the New York State Homes and Community Renewal, Office of Resilient Homes and Community Renewal of the New York State Community Development Block Grant Agreement, IDA program for the city of Port Jervis titled Reservoir One Spillway Rehab and Water Main Resiliency Planning, Resilient Investments through Support and Capital. And it is further resolved that Mayor Sicalese or another designee is authorized to execute any and all documents in connection with this agreement. Make a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connor. Any discussion on the risk grant agreement?
Yeah, just the third whereas, I believe that's supposed to be 200,000. Is that correct, Valerie?
Yes.
Yeah, we just need to correct the typo there. Just make that
Yes.
200,000.
37,200.
What?
No.
200,000.
Yes.
Yes.
So just the third whereas, the third line just needs to be corrected to say 200,000.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
And the CDA last met on July 27th. The next meeting is August 28th. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Housing and Veterans, Councilman Siebel.
Thank you, Mayor. Housing Authority last met on on July 29th. And next meeting is scheduled for August 27th at 7 p.m. at Hillside Terrace. At the July 29th meeting, we discussed the need for a new roofing on the buildings. And we discussed the contract or the amounts of money that are needed. And it's a necessary improvement. I don't have the letter here, but they're requesting that we request a waiver for the building permit fees for that job. It's a pretty big job, but they would like to request that the building fees be waived. I make a motion that we waiver them.
Do we have a second? So I'll explain. So we'll go into discussion. So I have spoke to Linda Drew, myself, and Dick Roberts, who is the chairman of the Housing Authority. The Housing Authority is a quasi arm of our government. We appoint the people that sit on the board. The city of Port Jervis in the 70s created the Housing Authority. So really they're an entity of us. I do think it's necessary for us to waive those fees. Any further? For the roofing. So it's it's 5 roofs. It's under one project, but it's 5 separate roofs of that building.
And they're also mandated to only request a certain percentage of someone's income. So
Right.
it is not budgeted for a big roof job like that. So I don't know where the money would come from if they were, I don't know if they have the money for that anyway. And it's for our own people, our seniors that need a place to live.
Motion on, so we took a motion. Second by Councilman Lawrence Huckleberry. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion carries.
Thank you, we appreciate that. The next senior club meetings are August 14th and August 28th at 1 p.m. at Fellowship Hall in West End. Under veterans information, we had an opportunity to visit Orange County BOCES where the small houses are being built. One of the two houses, they build them in halves and then they truck them here and put them back together. Two halves are currently being fabricated and will be finished along with the others once the new school year resumes. The quality of work is exceptional and the buildings are actually larger than we expected them to be. They have everything you need, a kitchen, a living area, a dining area, a bathroom. It's just a very nice place for a single veteran to be. We can't thank the administration, the staff, or the students of BOCES enough for helping make this dream come true for the veterans. We posted a video of our visit to BOCES on YouTube, and it will be also hopefully this week on MidHudsonNews.com. So I'd encourage people to view it. It shows the students in the progress of the construction of the tiny homes for the Veterans Village. So hopefully we will have, once we can get the small building that's in front of the property demoed, we will grade it and we will start pouring the slabs, and hopefully we'll have some houses already in place for the full season. That will be a blessing to some of the veterans that are out in the woods right now. Also, that said, I'd like to request one more building permit fee waiver, and that's for the building permit for the Veterans Village. I would like to make that a motion.
Councilwoman Dennison, did you second that? Okay. Any discussion?
That does not include the engineering fees, correct?
No, just a building.
Just a building permit.
Just
building.
okay.
Yes, just for clarification, that's all.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Once again, I thank you. An inspirational quote of the day. A good plan executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. And that was General Patton.
All right.
Thank you.
With that, DPW, Councilman Lawrence Huckleberry.
Thank you, Mayor. On the week of August 12th, garbage, recycling, and paper pickup will be on its normal schedule. Also on the week of August 19th, garbage, recycling, and pickup will be on its regular schedule. The garbage schedule is available on the city website at www.portriversny.gov or by emailing the DPW office at dpwclerk@portriversny.gov. Compost pile and dump tickets are now open every Saturday from 7:15 until 11:30 a.m. Street sweeping is ongoing throughout every ward. Citywide bag leaf pickup continues every Monday. I'm sure it'll be getting busier with the fall season coming. Milling and paving ongoing in the 2nd and 4th wards. Possible road closure on Skyline Drive for paving. Nixle notifications will be sent out for that. And the hydrant flushing is ongoing, has started throughout the city. So if you see them out in front of your residence, try not to do your laundry until they're done. I also have resolution of the Common Council to approve administrative force account work plan for Department of Public Works employees. DWBILLSRL inventory project number 19627. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby approves the attached administrative force account work plan, which authorizes additional work of and payment to the DPW staff designated in the plan for the approximate periods of time during the 4 phases of this project, and be it further resolved that certified copies of these resolutions and the attached administrative force account work plan shall be submitted to the New York State EFC for its review and processing for the closing of the New York State EFC project financing agreement, and the city clerk shall retain in her records the original resolutions and the attached administrative force account work plan. I will make that a motion.
Second by Councilwoman Mann. Any discussion? Fuller. Sure.
Speak up over here.
Yeah. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Have another resolution of the Common Council authorizing execution of agreement for engineering services for DWBIL lead service line inventory project number 19627. Be it resolved that the Common Council hereby approves the terms of the agreement of the engineering services between the City of Port Jervis and McGooey Hauser Edsel Engineering, EPC, for professional services related to BIL LSLR project number 19627 that is dated to be effective on August 12th, 2024, and which includes the exhibits to agreement between owner and engineer for professional services. And a complete copy of the agreement is attached to these resolutions. And be it further resolved that the mayor, the deputy mayor, or his designee is hereby authorized and directed to execute on behalf of the City of Port Jervis at least 2 originals of the attached agreement for engineering services, and the city clerk treasurer shall retain at least 1 fully executed agreement for the city clerk's records, and she shall make copies of the agreement as needed by the New York State DOH and the New York State EFC to complete the grant funding process. I will make a motion.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion?
Just for clarification, the correct name of the company is MHE PC now. It's no longer McGooey Hauser Edsel.
Thank you, sir.
What is it?
MHE.
MHE.
I went with the full.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
I would also make a motion to settle the New York State 19A violations
With Department of Motor
with the
Vehicles.
Department of Motor Vehicles.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And that is all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, under mayor's correspondence, I'd like to appoint Nina Balsamo to fill a vacancy on our Civil Service Commission. National Night Out and Cruise in Port have been rescheduled. Obviously, weather canceled those, and they will be rescheduled to August 28th, both events beginning around 5 p.m. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the May 28th minutes.
I'll second. I'll make the motion.
Motion by Councilman at-large Hockenberry.
Second.
Second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to thank Congressman Ryan. We found out, and as was briefly reported on Mid-Hudson News, a week or two ago, we were notified by the Congressman's office that the City of Port Jervis and the City of Port Jervis Fire Department was awarded $825,000. We put in for a CFA back in March, which Congressman Ryan generously pushed through Congress for us, and that funding will go towards a new fire apparatus with us. So we are very happy and very fortunate that Congressman Ryan thought of the city and pushed through for this necessary funding. Okay, I'd like to consider a motion for the August 22nd, 2024. This is the annual Bike for Chai event, and I'll seek a motion for that.
Make a motion.
Second.
Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Also up for consideration, this is the New Voices Community Playwright. This would be held on September 20th, 2024, and I'll entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman at-large Hockenberry, second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So carried. Councilman O'Connell was talking about ACT events. Some of the more ACT events will be October 5th, 2024. This is the Country Jamboree Play, and I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Second.
Councilman O'Connell, second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? second, I'd entertain a motion for a Christmas Carol play. This will be held December 6th, 2024 through December 8th, 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Siegel, second by Councilman Dennison. Councilwoman Dennison. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, lastly, I'd like to congratulate Jeff Rhodes. I did not have the opportunity to do that last meeting, and I'd like to congratulate you, my friend. Jeff Rhodes was recently selected to become the next Deputy Fire Coordinator for Battalion 8, which is the battalion that the City of Port Jervis resides in, as well as the town of Deer Park, Sparrow Bush, Cotobackville, and Huguenot Fire Departments. I thought back in 2016, when you got out, that you no longer wanted to get up for calls in the middle of the night. But apparently, you haven't had enough of that yet, and now you signed up for a whole lot more of that. So,
But he will.
but he will.
I've
Yes.
learned that you can monitor a lot more.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you, buddy. Thank you. With that, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Mayor, if I could, I was just asked, Stan, just to clarify, with the rum shop, that's for the building permit fees, but they're still willing to pay the recreation fees?
I don't know what are they?
Yeah, that's for the building permit fee only, that's what
The
we're voting.
building
Yes.
permit fee, okay, I just wanted some clarification.
Yeah, on the recreate, that's a one-time fee.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't discuss that, they just said building permit.
Okay,
And no other fees are being waived at this time.
okay, thank you.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, Councilman Rhodes, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thanks, everybody.